Are we on? Tell me we're live. Boiling the kettle here as we speak. We're on. Absolute beauty. If I could mute those, that'd be great, because I don't want all those meshes coming in. Vibrate. Silent. Even better again. Would that be best if I close this? What funny feeling it would be. Check this out. Absolutely smashing. How's this? We've got all of these lights. Light on. Right. So what have we got? Ingredients. Over there on the table. We're going to grab it quickly. Some mushrooms. This is a simple dish. We've just done our training, and as a result of that, we now are going to cook a meal with the three main macros: a complete protein, a healthy fat, and as well as that, you have a complex carbohydrate, a slow release of energy. So the brown rice is going to go on first, and this is our complex carbohydrate. This is a steady release of energy, as opposed to the likes of your rice, your white rice. Okay, not to say that any is good or bad. This is just added fibre, and I love maximising the benefits of the foods that I eat. That's why I eat brown rice preferably over white. If there's white, I eat the white. It doesn't make a huge difference, but maximise the benefits, choose the goddamn right. Okay, and this one just happens to be gluten-free for anyone who's intolerant to gluten. Okay, chickpeas, an absolute classic as well, an easy one, and spinach is the other food item that we will be using. And as sure as hell, this bad boy, it's organic. Get on that, right? We are onto a winner. Okay, so now that the kettle's boiled, we can now get our pot, add a little bit of water, straight on into, turning that one on, smashing, great. Putting that on, put the brown rice on first because it takes the longest. I know that might make simple, or might sound simple, but simple things done on a regular basis get you a healthy ass dinner. That's what it does. You pop it open real quick, and that's the first thing that goes in. As well as that, prevent yourself from eating and snacking while and tasting the food excessively. I put on and have the likes of a peppermint tea that is massively high in antioxidants. How much you putting on there, Coleman? I'm putting on for 2. So I'm eating for tonight and my lunch the next day. Just make it simple. Okay? Smash it. Pop that in. That's the rice done and dusted with. Okay? So, when I'm putting in water for rice, just a small amount. You can always add more. Too many people absolutely smother the likes of their rice in and overdose it, because this rice is going straight into this pot with healthy fats in a couple of minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to use and put on first is our organic veg stock. This is the game changer. Okay, some people say I don't like rice, I don't like this, but what are you adding to it actually creates the flavour, and this is the major flavour game changer. It's organic. Okay, I prefer you to choose organically. Why? Because you maximise the benefits of it. Okay, this is gluten-free as well. And when you're choosing organic produce, it's important to look out for the green logo. Okay, that's the logo there. Okay, it's in a star. It's a green star. Okay, if you can't see that, I'll put it up on the page later on. It's a green star that you should look out for on all organic produce. I think I have one of these open already, which I certainly do. And that's going straight on into that pot with the rice, adding on the flavour straight away. So 2 spoons of that, exactly. Smash it. And while we're here and while we're on doing this live, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the likes of my breakfast for the night, for overnight oats. Right? And I'm going to show you exactly what I put into it to have my breakfast ready the next day. Okay? Because it's really about having the meals ready. Because what you plan ahead for, you can then consume healthier foods. Okay? We've got someone on live. Give me a thumbs up. Who have we got up here in the top right hand corner? I can't actually see that, but there is somebody there. I was trying to see who it was. But all we've done so far is literally put on the rice. And we put it on to high. We are waiting for that bad boy to heat up, okay? It's my man Paul is on live. Smash and Paul, this is a simple meal that I highly recommend you to have straight after your training, okay? Just done the training, just had a shower, bish bash bosh, washed and conditioned. L'Oreal, there are other shampoos available. So, what we've done, put the brown rice in, put the hot water on. I don't know why that's not working. That's not really working. So we're going to switch over to this hob. Sometimes things don't work out. Small technical difficulties. Don't worry about that. What we will worry about is that's never going to work if it's not switched on at the wall. So that really has to happen first. But whatever bit of cooking you're doing, make sure you turn it on at the wall. You couldn't write this stuff. If it was a film, it'd be fucking comedy, that's for sure. So what I'm doing is as well, I'm going to get myself the likes of a cup of peppermint tea. It stops me snacking on the foods when I am cooking it, because that often happens, people. Okay, so what ones am I going for? Sure as hell, this one is organic as well. Okay, it is a peppermint and fennel, and peppermint is one of the teas that I recommend you drinking while on the organic food program. Why? Because it's massively high in antioxidants. And what does antioxidants do? It reduces oxidative stress. Okay, oxidative stress can increase the speed of aging. All right, man. As well as that, it can, too excessive amounts of it can cause chronic illnesses. Alright, Paul, good to see you there, right? Are you cooking along with me? That would be great, because these are the meals I'm telling you, I'm recommending you to consume. Okay, I'm cooking along with you. I did the exercises rep by rep, and now I'm going to do the cooking step by step. So there's my peppermint tea. That's there. It's with me. It's in front of me. Okay, so all we've done now is literally pour ourselves a peppermint tea, and we've put on our complex carbohydrate, a slow release of energy. Okay, so those are two simple things that we've just done, and that is all we've done so far. Okay, but to touch on, okay, the three main macros, I want to talk about nutrition first. Okay, and these are basic simple things that I'm going to teach you about. Okay, protein, the fats and the carbohydrates. Okay, the protein and the carbohydrates have 4 kilocalories per gram. Okay, so the 4 calories per gram. Okay, compared to fats have higher calories, 9 kilocalories per gram. That's what they are. Okay, and as a result of that, okay, don't think of it as fats are bad. Fats actually are needed by the body. Proteins needed by the body, carbohydrates needed by the body. It's just that they're higher in calories, so that means they're higher energy levels. Okay, so they are needed by the body, and what do they do for the body? Healthy fats. The healthy fats in today's dish is your extra virgin olive oil. Okay, that's your cooking oil, containing omega-3 and omega-6 healthy fats. Okay, they increase the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. So you get more vitamins and minerals when you use the likes of a healthy fat, okay, such as the extra virgin olive oil. Other healthy fats that I recommend are zinc-filled pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds can be used and sprinkled onto your overnight oats, which I'm going to be making in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm going to pop a lid on this there in a second. Okay, as a result of that, cannot find the lid. Typical. Anyway, what I can do is I can add a plate to it, which also is a tip that I want to recommend you guys to use, because it heats up the plate. Okay, that's not the lid. So I was talking about the likes of those healthy fats. Those healthy fats could and need to be consumed on a regular basis for you to perform at your optimal levels. Why is that? Because it also improves your cognitive function. So to not consume the likes of your recommended daily amount of healthy fats, whether it be in nuts, whether it be in avocados, whether it be in oils, typically the extra virgin olive oil and the likes of coconut oil I recommend, okay, then you will not be able to perform at your best. Because the brain is made up to 60%, nearly said 90, it's made up of 60% healthy fats. Okay, it's made up of fats. So we need to consume the likes of healthy fats in our diet. However, if weight loss is our goal, we can overconsume on the likes of healthy fats. Okay? But if muscle or maintaining that current weight you have, okay, you still need to consume a certain amount of fats in your diet, a certain amount of proteins, and a certain amount of carbohydrates. And why do carbohydrates get a negative, we'll call it, quote on themselves, oh, carbohydrates, don't have carbohydrates, because they're not necessary for the body. However, they are for the standard person. They're the body's first source of energy. So if you don't have carbohydrates, okay, you will have low energy levels, unless your body runs off fats. For the majority of us, that doesn't happen. We're not endurance runners. We're not using ketones, which happens ketones to run our body off fats. So for the majority of people on this program and the majority of people on the organic fitness program, we're using carbohydrates on a regular basis in our 3 main meals. Okay, next up we have got heating our pan with the healthy fat we've just discussed, extra virgin olive oil, and by God this one's organic as well. So we're drizzling that on, okay, into your pan. That's the first thing we're doing. So there's your healthy fats we've just discussed that are 9 kilocalories and are needed for improved cognitive function, increasing the fat-soluble vitamins in your diet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to chop up the likes of our mushrooms. Okay, mushrooms are going straight in. They are low in calorie, as well as that they're added fibre and they're goddamn delicious. If you don't have mushrooms, you don't have to put in mushrooms. You can put in absolutely anything at all that you prefer and have at home with you. Okay? So that's the whole thing about it. Alright? So if anybody has any questions or any food queries that you're eating, you can send me a private message. You can send pictures to me, because a picture says 1,000 words, and that's so important to pop those mushrooms on now, okay, and it'll absorb not only all the flavour in the pan, but also the healthy fats that are there too. Alright, so we've chopped in our mushrooms. Okay, and if you want garlic and if you want onions, you pop them in as well. And now that I think of it, I don't think I put onions on the ingredient list, but if you have onions and you like onions, pop those in as well, because those are massively high in antioxidants, okay? Especially the red ones compared to the white. Okay, so literally all we're doing, and we have done, is we put on our complex carbohydrates, okay, which are needed by the body. And it's important to get carbohydrates straight after your training, because your body is at an insulin sensitive time. That's what it is, and it fills up your glycogen stores, which is the body's first source of energy, okay, when we've just depleted your glycogen stores after your training. So if you understand me, that is optimal time for you to consume carbohydrates, especially if weight loss is your goal. Okay? So we're chopping up our red onions. That's all we're doing. Chopping up red onions. Smashing. Popping them in the pan. Okay? High in fibre. High in antioxidants. Okay? Smashing. They also contain a little bit of vitamin C, which is also good for the immune system. Cracking, no doubt, essential at this moment in time. Strong immune system. Stay healthy. See what we've done here now? We've only put in a little bit of water there, so now we can add in a little bit more. Okay, but if we put too much to start off with, we'd be in trouble. Okay, popping in a little bit more, because we can always boil it off, if you get me. So the mushrooms and the onions have gone into the pan. Something's burning there. Turn it down. Turn up the rice again. Okay? And next thing we've got are, I'll put in a little more of these mushrooms. Alright. Super stuff. Chopping them up. Smaller they are, the quicker they cook. And it's as simple as that. So as I said, any stage at all during the Organic Fitness program, okay, you want to know anything about the foods that you're eating. You want to know what's the best protein source, what's the best healthy fat, what should I eat when I wake up, what should I eat for lunch, what should I have for snacks. You ask me. You all at this stage should have a meal plan that you can pick and choose the likes of your meals. But if you're unsure, sampler, or if you just want to ask me a question, pop it straight over. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. This is what it's all about. It's tailored to your specific needs and your specific fitness goal. Because everyone's different. No one's the same. Okay? Now, we're on to a winner. We're going to pop in the likes of our chickpeas, which is a plant-based protein source. Okay? These are chickpeas. They are in no added sugar or salt, which is important to choose. The thing is spilling everywhere. To choose when choosing your chickpeas. You can use dried chickpeas. This is much easier, okay? You don't have to steep the chickpeas overnight. Sometimes I do that when I have more time, but for the majority of us, we're rushed off our feet at this moment and time. So, tin is absolutely fine, okay? So I'm pouring off some of that little bit of pissy water, okay? That goes into the sink. Straight on in to the sink. We are just pouring it in here. And as a result of that, we are now popping our chickpeas into the pan. Okay, into the pan. Let's have a quick little look over here. You can see that. Oh, lovely. So we've got a healthy fat. We've got a complete protein when we mix the likes of these two together, the grain and the legume. Ah, lads, it's looking good. It's smelling good too. Okay, so what we've done so far is we put in our rice, complex carbohydrate, added in our, that's not the one, veg stock. Sure as hell that's organic, smashing. As a result of that then, that's been cooking away nicely. We'll just give it a little stir, a little bit, and I found the lid. It was in front of me the whole time. Has that ever happened to you guys? You're there looking for something and it's straight in front of your nose. Okay, pop on that lid, and now the chickpeas are in. The chickpeas went in. Sure as hell they're organic. Can be easily got at any of your super value stores. Highly recommend to have a couple of them in the press when you're going shopping. Just bulk. They say don't bulk buy a couple of tins, and as a result of that then you have your plant-based protein that is high in fibre. That is a plant-based source of protein, and as a result of that you mix it with a grain, it makes a complete protein. Okay, and what does a complete protein mean? It means that it contains all 9 of the essential amino acids that we must consume from our diet. Okay, and then people are saying, how much protein or should I consume? Okay, it depends on your current weight, and as a result of that then it's important to have those 9 essential amino acids. Okay, there's a list of them that are not that important to know. There's histidine, there's, for the life of me I wouldn't be able to remember off all of them straight off the bat, but the thing is we don't need to remember them. All we need to know is we need to get a complete protein source, right? Why it's beneficial to have protein, and which I recommend people to have protein in their main meals. Why? Because it's not just for muscle maintenance. It's not just for muscle repair after the training we just did in your sitting room, in your kitchen. It's satiating. It's keeping you fuller for longer. Okay? And as a result of that, you're going to less likely have cravings, and you're going to be sticking to the foods, your main meals. And again, when you stick to your main meals, you're sticking to your single ingredient foods. And as a result of that then, you are feeling more satiated, you are thriving off the vitamins. Whew, that is steaming up big time, turn that down. Off the increased vitamins and minerals that you will get from your diet while on the organic fitness program. Whew, getting steamy in here. So, really, we are nearly there. It's that simple. So, spinach is the next thing. Brown rice on, added the veg stock, and after that, chopped your mushrooms, added your healthy fat to that pan. This is organic spinach, okay? Large, broad-leaved bad boys here, okay? I'm going to take a sip of my peppermint tea, massively high in antioxidants, and recommend you guys to consume on a daily basis. Delish. Okay, now we're on it. We're getting a spinach, a big mass broadleaf spinach, okay? You can get it at farmers markets. You can get it, and if anybody's looking to source organic produce, you hit me up. I know and have contact with individuals who can deliver to your door. As a result of that, if anyone's in the Cork area, I'm growing it myself. I grow this stuff. It's unreal. Okay, it's massively high in iron. However, it needs the likes of, firstly, to be cooked to prevent the likes of oxalates that can prevent its absorption, because it is a plant-based source of iron, and as a result of that you would not be able to absorb and get the benefits of all the iron that's contained in it. So that goes straight on in. Tumeric is the other thing. I nearly missed it. Where is it? Right? There's a root here somewhere, ginger root, okay, that I also am a major fan of. Why? Because that is one of the top 3 antioxidant herbs that you can consume simply by chopping it up, okay, and putting it into anything that you prefer, anything that you like, okay? So that's something that I want you to incorporate into your diet. Okay, antioxidants are massively underrated. Okay, because when you start to consume these, you not only feel better, but you look better too. Because antioxidants reduce the signs of aging, and who doesn't want to be looking goddamn younger? Okay, so We're on to a winner with this one. Okay, the spinach is in, the chickpeas are in, the mushrooms are in, all high in fibre, all plant-based. The final ingredient is your peppers that are high in vitamin C that increase the absorption of the iron. Okay, it's a simple thing that you need to take advantage of when consuming iron foods. Okay, but it is very important to note, horticulture fact of the day, this bad boy, organically grown, has higher vitamin C than an orange. Would you believe it or not? Yes, it certainly does. How do you like those apples or peppers? So sweet. Alright. So, we're giving that a mix. We're checking on our, what's up next? The likes of the rice. Brilliant. That has, been coming along swimmingly. Smashing. Alright. What time are we clocking? Coming up after 8 o'clock. And brown rice is coming on. Give it a little more water in there. Because all the time, you can always add more water. I said it once, I say it again. But you can't take it back out. Right. How's that looking now? It was a little bit bright there earlier on, but it's not too bad there now, because the sun was going down. Okay, now our rice goes on, bringing it back up to the boil. Okay, as a result of that, we're getting to boil off some of that water, because we don't want too much water going back into our pan. Okay, taking away from the flavour, because we get concentrated flavours when you keep it at a high, when we keep the water to a minimum. Okay, so nearly there. Looking forward to this one. In fact, taking another sip of that because I'm mad to tuck into it, but I shall wait and I shall enjoy it a hell of a lot more when I'm sitting down at the table. These are all single ingredient foods. These are organic to maximise their benefits for you. So I'll get back to the likes of protein. Why is protein so important in your diet? Because it's satiating, I touched on that. But as well as that, protein foods have a thermogenic effect. What the hell is that called? A thermogenic effect is the fact that if you have a higher protein diet, okay, it burns calories as it's being digested. How great is that? So, to have protein from complete protein sources, whether they be from the likes of eggs, which I'll just mention out some complete protein. Eggs, a complete protein. Chicken, also complete protein. You have many of the meats. You have fish, also complete protein. Veg sources of complete proteins are tofu, which is soya, and bulgur wheat, which we also will be cooking on the Organic Fitness and Food program. Don't be worried about that. So, okay, other ones that we can incorporate in are your plant-based protein sources. Okay, mixing the likes of chickpeas with your rice. Okay, another one is grains such as rye bread, which I'm going to have a quick and show you quickly. The rye bread that I'm eating. You can do rye bread, you can do sour bread, homemade brown bread. I'm going to put up a video that you guys can make from oats, your own homemade bread, where you have a little bit more time in your hands. But this is the one, that I currently am eating and consuming. It's a rye bread, okay, which is slightly easier to digest than other breads, okay, and it contains hemp seeds, which is a complete protein from seeds. And it's healthy fats, then again, winning on that one. We'll just leave that down there. And we can't be a million miles away from the end result, as they say. Alright, now we're going very, very well. The final thing to go into the dish, okay, is the likes of your red pepper. And why we leave it last is because it is and can lose up to 60% of its vitamin C content when excessively cooked. Okay, so either put it in raw or put it in right at the end to maximise the benefits of those foods that you're eating. Okay, so that is why we're putting it in at the end. So I'm just telling you about the things, how to maximise the benefits of the foods that you cook and you consume for your benefit. Just like the training, you cannot gain the benefit of something you do not do. Okay, I've passed down the information and you put it into practice. So, straight on in, a couple more little mushrooms. Bulking it up if you don't get burnt by the steam. Dear God, that was hot. Okay, now we're nearly there. That brown rice is coming along, and give it a little bit of a whirl. Another sup of water. That'll be super. A little bit of a taste test. Not quite there just yet, but tasting good and it smells good too. Alright, now going to take another sup of that. Put on another little bit of water. Give it a little bit of a boil. There's the kettle, red. Amen. Coming back over to that peppermint tea. Alright, putting the lid back on that one. Letting that one boil up. And the last and final thing that we are going to be putting in is the red pepper, as I said. Final ingredient. Name out the ingredients. We put in our brown rice first. Takes the longest. Whew! Nearly burned the mouth off yourself. Ah, dear God. Then we put in our mushrooms, but not before our healthy fat that increases our cognitive function and is good for the likes of your skin as well as that. Because your skin is also made up of cells. Your body is made up of cells. We have over 3,000 cells. As a result of that, in each cell there is fats, okay, that also then gain the benefit of when we consume it in our diet. Okay? So there's our healthy fats. Increased absorption, good for skin health, good for cognitive function all the time, focusing on these things. And then we have our protein source that went in with chickpeas from a tin, yes, and sure as hell they were organic. Okay? Simple things. Straight after that, we added in our spinach. Spinach wilted down, high in iron, okay? But how do we increase the absorption of iron? Add in the vitamin C vegetable. Boom. That's it right there. Vitamin C. Getting ready for it. Getting ready for our final ingredient as soon as the kettle boils and we can pop it in. Is there a timer on this? I'd like to know how long it actually takes. Okay? Now, a little bit more water into your brown rice. Getting steamy in here. Popping that on for me. And we are coming down to the last couple of minutes. And as always, enjoying that tea, keeping us cozy and warm, preventing us from snacking. I'm mad to eat it, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna enjoy it when I sit down. Oh, I'm gonna make my overnight oats and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Alright. A bowl. Smash it. There's my bowl. Okay. There's a weighing scales. I recommend you to do this just once or twice with a weighing scales. After that, we pour in. Pop it on there. I'm going to pour out 40 grams. This is very important. I'm so glad I get to show you guys this. We pour in 40 grams of oats. 40 grams of oats. Okay? That's 40 grams of oats. That's what that looks like in a bowl. And now we know what 40 grams looks like in a bowl. And that's your carbohydrate. Your complex carbohydrate, slow release of energy. However, when something is a carbohydrate, it's not just a carbohydrate. It also contains proteins. However, it's labelled as a carbohydrate because the fact that it is higher carbohydrates than proteins and has negligible fats, minimal amount of fats in the carbohydrate. So that is that 40 grams. That's what I have from oats. What am I going to do then? I'm going to add in the likes of maca powder, okay? That is derived from a vegetable that comes from Peru. But not only that, it's actually from the brassica family, related to broccoli, related to kale, related to all those vegetables, cabbage as well. Okay, we do 15 grams of that is what I do. Popping that in straight away because it contains iron. Can increase your energy levels. It can also increase your libido. Mad about the stuff, and I like the flavour. Okay, it can be easily gotten organically in Lidl's or Aldi's. Okay, I sometimes buy it in bulk, but I happen to run out because of the circumstances we're in. So top it up, and you can get it very, very easily at your local stores. Right, I'll be sending out pictures of those onto the page. You're putting them in on how to make your mixing. Let it mix there while we're waiting. Beautiful. There's turmeric to go in there as well. What I'm going to do is, just so I can't seem to find it, it was on that tray. Had it on the tray. Not to worry. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to add in spice. I see it. It's on the floor. I mean, it's not. It's on the table the whole time. Okay? This is one of the top 2 antioxidants. Okay? That is highly recommended for you to consume. I'm really passionate about that because the more antioxidants you consume, the better for you, okay? And just to tell you, what foods are high in antioxidants, you don't really need me to tell you. The darker the colour, the higher the antioxidants. And sometimes it's just that simple. So we're just going to pop in 2 little rings of that, okay? I'm going to chop it into tiny little dices. 1, 2, 3. Dice it up. And that goes in to your chickpeas. That's your breakfast. You're not just there just quite yet. So, right. Went in oats, maca powder. Then we put in the likes of cacao powder, high in magnesium and antioxidants as well. 15 grams of that. Popping that in. Smashing. Done and dusted. Flax seeds, high in omega-3 and can improve what? Cognitive function. Any of the healthy fats improve your cognitive function. So that goes in as well. 15 grams of that. Okay? Swimming. So where's your complete protein? If you want eggs for breakfast, there's your complete protein. If you want also to get added protein, you can add in nuts, okay? That would make, with your oats, a complete protein. And that's what I prefer to do. If you like having eggs, have eggs for breakfast. I have no issue with that. But I want you consuming protein foods in your breakfast, in your lunch, and in your dinner, okay? Why? Because we've touched on those points already. Firstly, it has that thermogenic effect. It burns calories. As it's being digested, simples. It's what? Lowering calories, then fats. Simples. It's not just for muscle maintenance, it's not just for muscle repair, it's satiating, keeps you fuller for longer. Alright, all the time, doing the simple things. Okay, so I'm going to add in my pumpkin seeds and my sunflower seeds, which are zinc and healthy fats, smashing, and then that's my breakfast in a nutshell. Okay, there's your overnight oats, but just when I finish off, I get those nuts and put them in. 15 grams of each. Grams. I'm just going to weigh it out, just so I know what 15 grams looks like. Because sometimes it's difficult to know what 15 grams is. Okay? I have a fair idea that a handful is about 15 grams. What did I have? 16 grams. Tell you what, that's pretty damn close. Okay, so I knew, you see, by guessing, it's roughly a palm for me, but it's different for you. But once you know what it looks like in your hand, what 40 grams of oats looks like, what's 15 grams of maca powder, what's 15 grams of cacao powder, which I highly recommend, okay? Once you know that, once you have a bowl that you constantly use on a regular basis, every morning for breakfast, you don't ever have to take that weighing scales out again. You can catch that, fire it away. Don't fire it away, you might need it for other things. But if you get me, it's just the idea of knowing roughly what it looks like in a bowl, on a plate, whatever you're having your breakfast on, right? Simples. And then add in the likes of oat milk is something that I use, okay? Because it's a plant-based. And or almond milk. And if you're buying the likes of almond milk, make sure they're unsweetened, okay? You don't want added sugars in it, okay? Because what sugars are actually a carbohydrate. And we're getting our carbohydrates already from our brown rice in our main meal, from the carbohydrates in your breakfast, which is the likes of what's in your breakfast? Oats. Simples, okay? I'm going to add in unsweetened almond milk today, okay? Popping that into the bowl, okay? And I'm going to leave it steep overnight, which just happens to be the end of the carton. Make sure you recycle, okay? Pop that in, recycling bin. Alright, we're nearly there. Okay? We're on to a winner. I have to top it off with this. Bit of oat milk. Popping it in. And all you have to do, give that a quick little stir. And that is your simple overnight oats, ready to go in the morning, no messing. As you're waiting for your dinner and your brown rice to cook, because by God it can't be long now, all we're going to do is mix in that in there. Add your red peppers. The turmeric's already in. Smashing. Alright, really looking forward to this one. Let's do the taste test on the brown rice. How we looking? Another little sup of water. Give it a little mix with this. Cannot be far away from it now. The final touches, the final countdown, as they say. Okay, mixing it up. This is how we do. That can be turned down. Turn down that pan to low heat. Okay, we don't need that heat excessively. What we do need, this brown rice to come on. Just nearly there. You have to wait. I can taste the flavours already. It's delicious. Going back to drinking my peppermint tea. Can't wait for that. And I'll show you guys what I have for dessert. What I call dessert. Boom. I have a natural yogurt. What? That also is protein before I go to sleep. Okay? Why? Because it's typically what most people would want. Something a bit like similar to a dessert, but yet the healthy alternative. With being healthier, with being fitter, it's not about taking away foods, it's about replacing them with healthier options. And the likes of these natural yogurts, and by God, this one's organic as well. Okay, I actually know the farmers that produce and sell milk to Glenelg that goes into this product, this yogurt. Okay, and what it also is, it's not only a protein source, it's a natural, okay, it's a prebiotic that feeds and adds to the gut microorganisms in your stomach. Okay, and why are they important? They are important because you have increased microorganisms in your stomach. You have the ability to absorb more vitamins and minerals. When you absorb more vitamins and minerals, your body can function at a higher level. Why? Because vitamins and minerals are what your body runs on after the three main macros, just in smaller amounts. They're called micronutrients, okay? Micronutrients, microorganisms, they're all linked, okay? And there's a fact out there that 90% of your happy hormone, serotonin, that's the happy hormone, okay, is produced in your gut. That was hot. Produced in your gut. Jesus, thank God I'm so happy about that. Look, that's going to be a stinger. Okay? As a result of that, you're happier. Oh boy, that was a belter. So, a bit of that with cacao powder, with the likes of blueberry, is what I might recommend someone to finish off their day if they wanted a dessert after this. Okay? Again, this is it. Drinking this green tea. It's not green. It is a peppermint tea. So just a quick recap before we put in our rice to the pan, to the Peter pan. It is the brown rice that goes on first because it takes the longest. Okay? That is what we're doing. We are looking forward to that one, that is for sure. Okay, now that we've done our workout, our body is looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. That rice is about as close as it's going to get, goddammit, we're nearly there. We're only got one more minute on the clock, right? Because nobody likes eating uncooked brown rice. Not even me. Okay, so we're on the countdown. So what we're doing now is we're finally chopping up our pepper into rings for ourselves. Okay? Rings going in. Chopping them up. Vitamin C. How are you? If you don't have a pepper, and if you have the likes of garlic, or you have something that's in the house that you want to use, and you enjoy more than a pepper, go right ahead and use that. It's about using what foods you have in the house, what foods you like, but sticking to single ingredient foods, okay? Why? Because they're going to maximize their benefits for you, okay? We're chopping it up into small little chunks for ourselves, okay? That goes straight on in to the pan. We are just waiting the last 20 seconds before we pop in our final ingredient into the pan that has been placed on first, because we've said it once, we've said it twice. It takes the longest, and that's why it has to go on first. So what happens also is the likes of your pepper goes in last to maximize the benefits of the vitamin C. Okay, so we've chopped that up, finally diced, and as a result of that, you are onto a winner. Getting ready, because that brown rice is going in. Rain, hail or shine, cooked or uncooked. It's on. It's in. Whew. Get in it. So straight in the pan. Brown rice. You belter. Okay. Couldn't be simpler. Now we've brown rice left over for a Tumeric. That's how we do it. We're just going to pop it on here, turn off that, smashing, give it a little mix up here in the pot. Oh lads, adding the flavours from the likes of your brown rice to the pan that has the healthy fats, that has the plant-based protein and is full of fibre, full of antioxidants, full of iron, vitamin C that's helping you out, increasing that absorption. We threw in onions because we had it, and I liked the onion. It wasn't even in the ingredients. That's the whole thing about it. You eat the foods that you enjoy. And my mouth's watering, so let's get that plate ready. The turmeric's also in there. Natural, anti-inflammatory. Boom. Full of... Where's my plate? Please tell me I have a plate. Yes, I do. I'm sure it's in the dishwasher. Yes, it is. There's my plate. Ah, beautiful. Okay, for the last couple of seconds, this is a tip to heat your plate. You pop it on the likes of your pan, heats up the plate. Alright, you could also pop it in the oven, but as a result of that, then, okay, using extra electricity and don't be bothering all that kind of malarkey. You have your pan, and typically the plate that I use is the size of the pot or the pan, and it heats up instantly, minute or two, heats up your plate, and okay, then tip of the day, I want you to eat with either a smaller fork or a smaller, like of a spoon. Okay, it slows down you eating the foods. I know we're quite hungry, I know you could even say we're ravenous, but we need to slow down our food, because when we slow down our food, it also creates a satiating hormone in your stomach. Okay, it increases its production. So if you slow down your eating, this hormone is produced, and as a result of that, then you feel more satiated and fuller, and then you're less likely to go up and again and again and again. If you slow down, take a chance for it to digest. They're recommending 40. 40 is quite a lot, if I have to say so myself, but you could and should be at least counting up to 30. Chew it till it's liquid. Okay, right, that's hot enough for me. Plate done. Going straight in with the dish. It couldn't be simpler. Complete protein, healthy fats, balanced meals. Oh yes, half for now, half for later. Iron, mushrooms, peppers, complex carbohydrates. Oh yes, you absolute beauty. Right lads, if you follow the steps, it couldn't be simpler. Single ingredient food at its finest. Alright lads, gonna enjoy this one. Stay tuned, stay classy, and god damn it, keep it organic. Yeah, that just never works when you want it to, does it really? Good stuff lads. We're ready.